Good evening, live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. Here we present to you tonight's news bulletin. But first, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan greets the Sultan of Brunei Darussalam, the Emperor of Japan, and the President of Guyana on their country's National Day. Oman Investments Authority announces its investments in the new Singaporean Investments Fund. And Palestinian resistance hands over Israeli hostages as part of 7th batch of ceasefire agreement and exchange process in Gaza Strip. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sends a cabal of greetings to His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassan Al Bolkiah, Sultan of Brunei Darussalam, on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan sends a cabal of greetings to His Majesty Emperor Naruhito of Japan on his country's National Day. And His Majesty sent a cabal of greetings to His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, on his country's National Day. Reviving Architecture initiative organized by the Office of His Highness Sayyid Bil Arab bin Haytham at Oman Across Ages Museum enriched the architectural field in the Sultanate of Oman by enhancing awareness of the value of Omani architecture and understanding its cultural, social and economic impact. Reviving Architecture initiative comes to shed light on the Omani architectural identity across the ages and show how it evolved throughout time while preserving its essence. The initiative includes a pavilion for Bil Arab bin Haytham Award for Architectural Design, which houses a dialogue corner hosted by elite group of architects. Reviving Architecture initiatives offers its visitors an interactive experience that begins with the review of architectural vision of various Omani and international figures. Then the experience shows the patterns and elements of Omani architecture throughout different eras through a visual and sensory experience. Oman Investments Authority announced its investments in the new Singaporean Investments Fund Golden Gate Ventures. This investments fund is concerned with investing in emerging companies in the Middle East with a capital of $100 million. Oman Investments Authority investments in the fund comes in support of the government's direction to support and invest in emerging companies in a way that stimulates the innovation and entrepreneurship system in the Sultanate of Oman. The fund began its investments in the region by investing in the Omani company Bayanat, which specializes in providing data analysis. And now for the international news. Hamas today handed over 6 Israeli hostages as part of the 7th batch of ceasefire agreement and exchange process in the Gaza Strip, while the Israeli occupation will release 602 Palestinian prisoners, including 50 sentenced to life imprisonment. This comes after Hamas handed over the body of the hostage Sherry Bibas late Friday night to end the controversy over the mistake that occurred last Thursday regarding the identity of the body. One person was killed and dozens injured in a Russian drone attack on a building in the Ukrainian capital Kiev. A Ukrainian government source said a railway worker was killed in the Borispil area east of Kiev. A fire broke out in a storage area and windows were shattered in a multi-story residential building and educational facility. In the southern Zaporizhzhia region, 3 people were injured in a Russian attack on the town of Hulyapol with a guided bomb. The exchange of drone strikes between the two sides continues without any tangible progress on the ground. At least 24 people have died and more than 800 have been hospitalized in South Sudan's White Nile state in recent days due to a waterborne disease. The outbreak follows a drone attack on the Dubakar power plant, disrupting access to drinking water in the town of Hosti in White Nile state. The International Committee of the Red Cross has warned that attacks on civilian infrastructure are increasing, disrupting access to electricity and clean water for millions of people in Sudan. The Director General of the World Health Organization, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, expressed his concern that the international community has not reached a treaty on epidemics as time runs out due to the slow progress of negotiations in this regard. Despite agreement on a large part of the draft text, differences remain regarding the sharing of data on pathogens that are likely to turn into a pandemic and the sharing of benefits derived from them, such as vaccine tests and treatments. Ghebreyesus stated in statement at the conclusion of the penultimate round of talks that countries have reached the threshold of concluding a historic agreement on epidemic prevention, preparedness and response after a week of talks with only 5 days remaining of the formal negotiations scheduled to be held from the 7th to the 11th next April 10th.
Emergency plan for AIDS relief caused an immediate stop to HIV treatment, testing and prevention services.
Back here in the Sultanate, the Suwaiq Industrial City has begun accepting investment applications from both inside and outside the Sultanate of Oman. The public establishments for industrial estates, Madain, is currently preparing the tender document for the first phase of the industrial city, which will be put up for a bidding among contractors in the coming period. In the past phase, Madain had awarded the consultancy services tender for the design and supervision of Suwaiq Industrial City. The company selected for the project has already commenced its implementation. The deepening works of the navigation channel for Marsa LNG project have started in Sohar port. These came in as a strategic step to strengthen Sohar's status as a regional center that provides ships with clean fuel. The operations will be implemented with a cost of $1.6 billion using excavators to remove approximately 4 million cubic meters of materials to set up a specialized navigation channel and dedicated sidewalk for the project. The project aims to provide a low-emission alternative fuel at competitive prices, which will contribute to minimizing carbon footprint of shipping. It will also contribute to reducing toxic emissions and supporting the sustainability of maritime sector as per the international environmental targets. The inflation rate in the Sultanate of Oman witnessed an increase during last January by 1% on an annual basis compared to the same month in 2024. Data from the National Center for Statistics and Information indicated an increase in the prices of personal goods, services, health, transportation, food, restaurants and hotels, while the prices of housing, water, electricity, gas and communications remained stable. The trading value on Muscat Stock Exchange rose last week, exceeding 20 million Omani Riyals due to the increase in trading on the 8th issues of sovereign Sukuk. The main index of the stock exchange declined to reach 34 points, while the market value reached 27 billion and 287 million Omani Riyals. Oman Diabetes Association organized an awareness walk in cooperation with the National Diabetes and Endocrine Center on the occasion of World Obesity Day. Here is a report on that.
The Oman Diabetes Association, in cooperation with the National Diabetes and Endocrine Center and the Royal Hospital, organized an awareness walk on the occasion of World Obesity Day. This event came within the framework of national efforts to promote public health and prevent chronic diseases.
So Oman Diabetes Association, throughout the year, we try to do different activity to raise awareness about diabetes and obesity, and we like always to work with other organizations like International Diabetes Federation, World Obesity Federation, and we focus on both health professional and the public to raise awareness about the prevention of these important chronic diseases.
The event aims to raise awareness about the dangers of obesity and the importance of adopting a healthy lifestyle. It included a range of awareness and entertainment activities, including sports activities, free nutritional consultations, body fat tests, and learning about healthy options and healthy paths to weight loss.
As everybody knows that obesity can cause a lot of serious diseases, including the type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and certain type of cancers. So increased awareness about this serious disease is very important. The good thing about obesity that doing small changes in your lifestyle, it make a lot of benefit.
It is worth noting that the global estimates of the World Health Organization indicate that the number of people suffering from obesity by 2035 will reach 1.9 billion. At the national level, the prevalence of overweight and obesity among Omani adults reached 66% in 2017.
This initiative is more than just a gathering. It's a movement towards healthier choices because change starts with awareness. This is Ruqayya Rashid Al-Khdairi reporting for the Sultanate of Oman Television from the heart of Al-Sahwa Park, Muscat.
Ruqayya, thank you very much there. Let's stay active, eat healthy, and beat obesity for a better life. Meanwhile, in North Al-Batina, Al-Khabura Fort welcomed the Umama Creative Forum for Health Promotion, organized by Umama bint Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib School to promote community well-being. I was present there and have this report. Al-Khabura Fort witnessed a remarkable gathering during the Umama Creative Forum for Health Promotion, organized by Umama bint Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib School, grades 9 to 12, as part of the Health Promoting Schools initiative. The event brought together government and private institutions along with local entrepreneurs in a collective effort to promote health and well-being. Featuring interactive exhibitions and engaging activities, the forum highlighted the vital role of institutions in fostering a healthier society. It reinforced the school's commitment to spreading awareness and encouraging healthy practices within the community. Special appreciations goes to Al-Khabura Fort for heritage and culture for its support in making this event a success. The event was conducted under the supervision of the school administration with coordination by senior faculty members. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and to end this news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan greets the Sultan of Brunei Darussalam, the Emperor of Japan, and the President of Guyana on their country's National Day. Oman Investments Authority announces its investments in the new Singaporean Investments Fund. And Palestinian resistance hands over Israeli hostages as part of 7th batch of ceasefire agreement and exchange process in Gaza Strip. With that, we do conclude this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us and good night.